Welcome back to BNB Spoilers channel. Today, we're diving deep into the tangled web of romance, betrayal, and corporate power plays that are about to shake Forrester Creations to its core. A shotgun wedding in the making? Zende Forrester Dominguez's risky proposal amid paternity questions. There's something electric in the air at Forrester Creations, and it's not just the hum of sewing machines crafting the latest couture collection. Zende Forrester Dominguez, one of the most eligible bachelors in town, is on the verge of making a bold move that could either cement his place in the family hierarchy or backfire spectacularly. For months, Zende has been navigating the delicate balance between professional ambition and personal desires. As a designer with a pedigree tied directly to Forrester royalty, he knows that every decision he makes, especially romantic ones, will be scrutinized under a microscope. And now, with the stunning and enigmatic Daphne Rose entering his life, the stakes have never been higher. Sources close to the situation suggest that Zende might be considering an impulsive proposal, a move that some see as a grand romantic gesture and others as an act of desperation. But why now? Could this be a reaction to the swirling rumors about paternity questions plaguing another member of the Forrester family? Some speculate that Zende, ever the strategist, sees this as an opportunity to secure his personal and professional future before external forces dictate his fate. However, love is rarely that simple in the bold and the beautiful. Daphne is no ordinary newcomer. While she may appear to be an innocent player in this game of high fashion and higher stakes, there's a possibility that she harbors ambitions of her own. Will she reciprocate Zende's affection and embrace his world, or does she have a hidden agenda that no one, least of all Zende, sees coming? But the most intriguing wrinkle in this potential engagement is the role it plays in Steffy Forrester's latest master plan. If Zende gets too close to Daphne, he could find himself entangled in a situation that makes him choose between love and loyalty. Could he be the wild card that disrupts Steffy's carefully calculated moves? Or will he unknowingly fall into a trap set by someone with even more devious intentions? The Forrester family feud, Hope Logan and Steffy Forrester's battle rages on. Meanwhile, a storm is brewing between two of Forrester Creations' most formidable women, Hope Logan and Steffy Forrester. Their long-standing rivalry, one that has spanned years, relationships, and corporate power struggles, is once again taking center stage. Just when it seemed like a fragile peace had been established, old wounds are being reopened, and new tensions are emerging. Steffy has always been a woman who plays the long game. Her vision for Forrester Creations is unwavering, and she has never shied away from making difficult decisions to secure her family's legacy. But her latest maneuver might be one of her boldest yet, stirring up doubts about Carter Walton's loyalty. Why target Carter? What does she stand to gain from destabilizing someone who has been a pillar of the company? The answer lies in her strategic mind. By questioning Carter's fidelity and pushing the narrative of his potential untrustworthiness, Steffy is playing a dangerous but calculated game. She knows that controlling the company's key players means controlling the future of Forrester Creations. If she can successfully plant these seeds of doubt, she may gain the upper hand over those who dare to challenge her authority, including Hope Logan. But Hope isn't just going to sit back and let Steffy manipulate the situation to her advantage. As Steffy continuously prods at her, making subtle but deliberate moves to undermine her position, Hope is beginning to reassess her role within the company. The biggest question lingering in her mind, was it a mistake to return to Forrester Creations in the first place? Her frustration is mounting, and she may be reaching a breaking point. With the constant needling from Steffy and the relentless questioning of her motivations, she may soon decide that playing nice is no longer an option. Could she retaliate in a way no one expects? Could she start gathering allies to challenge Steffy's influence? Some even wonder if she might attempt to have Steffy removed from power altogether. This is no longer just a workplace rivalry, it's a battle for control, respect, and the future of Forrester Creations. And with emotions running high, this latest conflict might just be the most explosive yet. Daphne Rose, the unexpected X-factor in the Forrester struggle. At the heart of all this chaos is a name that few would have expected to become such a pivotal player, Daphne Rose. Who is she really? What does she want? And perhaps most importantly, whose side is she on? Daphne first entered the Forrester orbit as a seemingly unassuming figure, a fresh face with little to no baggage in a world dominated by long-standing feuds and tangled romantic histories. But if there's one thing the bold and the beautiful has taught us, it's that no one enters this world without a purpose. Her chance encounter with Zende may have seemed like a random twist of fate, but what if it was something more? What if Daphne is more than just a romantic distraction for Zende? Could she be a sleeper agent of sorts, someone with a hidden agenda tied to the larger Forrester power struggle? The chemistry between her and Zende is undeniable. If she reciprocates his interest, it could put him in a compromising position. His proximity to her could expose him to secrets and strategies he was never meant to know. And if he decides to act on that knowledge, it could unravel Steffy's plans in ways she never anticipated. But what if Daphne isn't just a pawn in this game? What if she's a player in her own right? Could she be quietly assessing the landscape, waiting for the right moment to make her move? If so, what does she stand to gain? For now, the only certainty is that her presence is changing the dynamics within Forrester Creations in a way no one saw coming. Whether she is a force for good, a wild card, or a potential disruptor remains to be seen. The final showdown, what comes next? With emotions at a boiling point and strategies being recalculated behind closed doors, the upcoming weeks at Forrester Creations are set to be some of the most dramatic yet. The battle lines have been drawn, but the alliances are shifting. Will Zende take the plunge and propose to Daphne, securing his own future while potentially derailing Steffy's plans? Is Hope finally ready to play offense instead of defense, taking the fight to Steffy in a way that could shake the company's foundations? And what about Daphne? Will she reveal herself as a key player in this game, or will she be used as a pawn by forces far more experienced in manipulation? One thing is certain, Forrester Creations has never been more divided, and the fallout from these conflicts will leave no one unscathed. Stay tuned for more updates, and don't forget to share your thoughts. Do you think Zende will betray Steffy? Will Hope finally outmaneuver her rival? And what is Daphne's true endgame? Next, we delve into one of the most shocking revelations to hit the bold and the beautiful, a truth so disruptive that it threatens to unravel even the strongest relationships. The revelation that Finn has fathered Luna is sending shockwaves through the Forrester and Finnegan families, and at the heart of it all is one burning question: how will Steffy Forrester react to this devastating news? Steffy Forrester's hardline, a marriage on the brink? The moment the truth about Finn's secret daughter reaches Steffy's ears, fans can expect an explosion unlike anything we've seen before. Steffy Forrester has always been a woman of unshakable convictions, one who doesn't tolerate betrayal, whether it comes from within her family or from those she trusts most. Now, with the revelation that Finn has fathered Luna, she finds herself in an impossible situation. Can she truly stand by the man she once considered her soulmate, knowing that he has kept such a life-altering secret? Tanner Novlan, Finn's portrayer, has already hinted at the turbulence ahead. "I'm not sure how he's going to be able to navigate that," he admitted. "Because we all know Steffy's gonna draw a hard line in the sand. And she has good reason to do so. This revelation doesn't just change her marriage, it upends her entire world. If she struggled to accept Sheila's role in Finn's life, how much more difficult will it be for her to welcome Luna as a part of their family?" Steffy's reaction isn't just about Finn's past, it's about her future. Every decision she makes is guided by the need to protect her children, her home, and the life she has built. With Luna now in the mix, those foundations are crumbling. Will Steffy be able to forgive, or will this be the final blow that sends her marriage spiraling beyond repair? The Luna factor, sympathy or scandal? At the moment, the writers seem intent on presenting Luna in a sympathetic light. But is that truly justified? The show is bending over backward to reframe her as a tragic character, someone worthy of redemption, even if it means rewriting past events and reconfiguring Bill's character. But not everyone is convinced. Let's not forget Luna's troubling history, a series of missteps that make her a controversial figure in her own right. If Finn's connection to Sheila was enough to put his marriage under strain, adding Luna into the equation only heightens the stakes. A woman who has tried to destroy Steffy, just like Finn's mother, now shares blood ties with him. Can Steffy be expected to simply accept this and move on? Unlike the audience, Steffy isn't watching events unfold from the comfort of her couch. She's living this nightmare in real time, and every fiber of her being is screaming danger. This isn't just another complicated family entanglement, it's a threat. Whether intentional or not, Luna's presence could become an open wound that never quite heals, leaving Steffy to wonder whether Finn's loyalties will ever truly lie with her. Finn's impossible choice, love versus family. As much as Steffy's reaction will drive this storyline forward, the burden of choice falls squarely on Finn. His marriage, his daughter, his mother, each demand his loyalty in different ways, and there's no easy answer. The man who once took a bullet for Steffy, the husband who has stood by her through every trial, is now faced with the ultimate dilemma: how long can love endure when the foundation of trust is shattered? Tanner Novlan himself raised this question in a recent interview, acknowledging the pressure Finn is under. They're true soulmates, he insisted. I mean, he took a bullet for her, and she has been there for him through thick and thin. They really have a solid relationship, but there are all these external issues, like pushing and pushing. And when external forces push hard enough, even the strongest structures can collapse. At what point does devotion become self-sacrifice? Finn may love Steffy, but if his actions continue to bring chaos into her life, does that love still hold the same meaning? More importantly, can Finn protect Steffy from the very people who now share his blood? These are questions that neither he nor Steffy can answer overnight, but the clock is ticking, and their marriage may not survive the fallout. Steffy's greatest fear: the shadow of Sheila looms. The implications of Luna's paternity go beyond the immediate shock. They dredge up a history of betrayal that Steffy has fought so hard to leave behind. It was just a short time ago that she was fighting to keep Sheila Carter out of her life, yet here she is once again, facing another threat that ties directly back to the man she loves. What are the odds that both Finn's mother and his daughter would attempt to destroy her? It's almost poetic in its cruelty. The harsh reality is that Steffy's instincts were right all along. She never wanted Sheila anywhere near her family, yet Finn's inability to sever ties with his mother left the door open for more destruction. Now, history is repeating itself, only this time, the betrayal comes with an even deeper wound. Unlike Sheila, Luna is young, she is deeply embedded in the Forrester orbit, and she isn't easily dismissed. No matter how much Steffy wants to erase her from the equation, she may not be able to. Steffy's greatest fear has always been losing control, losing her grip on the life she has built, on the happiness she has fought for. And now, with Luna's presence threatening everything, that fear is more real than ever. Can she trust Finn to stand by her side, or is she once again fighting a battle that she will ultimately lose? The future of Steffy and Finn, a love story redefined? There's no denying that Steffy and Finn have been through hell and back. But love alone may not be enough to save them this time. With Steffy feeling more betrayed than ever, Finn is facing a crisis of loyalty, and Luna's arrival only complicates an already impossible situation. This is no longer just about love, it's about survival. If Steffy refuses to accept Luna, will Finn be willing to choose his wife over his daughter? If Finn wavers, will Steffy finally walk away for good? The cracks in their marriage are widening, and soon, they may become too deep to repair. For all their talk of soulmates and undying devotion, the brutal truth remains: some love stories aren't meant to withstand every storm. As the drama unfolds, one thing is certain: Forrester Creations may have weathered many scandals, but this one might just tear everything apart. What do you think, BNB fans? Will Steffy find it in her heart to forgive Finn, or is this the final straw? Could Luna become an even bigger threat than Sheila? And how far will Finn go to hold his family together? Next, we explore a day packed with unexpected encounters, power struggles, and the relentless drive for dominance at Forrester Creations. Buckle up, because the tension is at an all-time high. Steffy's determination, a power struggle at Forrester Creations. Steffy Forrester is no stranger to adversity, and she's certainly not about to let Hope Logan dictate the future of Forrester Creations without a fight. Hope may currently hold more influence within the company, but Steffy is determined to prove that her voice still matters. Hope has been basking in her position of authority, relishing in the fact that Steffy is no longer the primary decision-maker. However, Steffy refuses to be sidelined and is more than willing to go head-to-head with Hope to reclaim her influence. With Carter Walton now at the helm, Hope has found a powerful ally, but Steffy has no intentions of stepping away quietly. She's making it clear that even if she isn't officially in charge, her impact on Forrester Creations will remain significant. What Hope sees as a victory might just be the opening move in a larger chess game, one where Steffy has no intention of playing the pawn. Steffy's confidence in her strategic mind is unwavering. She has weathered countless battles within Forrester Creations and refuses to let her family's empire slip through her fingers. Behind the scenes, she is likely already gathering allies, assessing weak links in Hope's leadership, and plotting her next move. Could Steffy be positioning herself for a dramatic comeback? If so, Hope might have underestimated her greatest rival yet again. Hope's skepticism: what's behind Steffy's return? While Steffy is focused on securing her influence, Hope has become consumed by the question of why Steffy has returned to Forrester Creations in the first place. What does she really want? Is she simply there to reclaim her power, or is there a deeper agenda at play? Hope has always been wary of Steffy's ability to manipulate situations in her favor, and this time is no different. With tensions mounting, Hope's preoccupation with Steffy's motives may begin to cloud her judgment. While she focuses on keeping Steffy at bay, she might not notice the shifting dynamics happening right under her nose, ones that could change everything. Hope is no stranger to Steffy's mind games, and this return could be nothing more than an elaborate power play designed to rattle her confidence. There is a fine line between vigilance and paranoia, and Hope may soon find herself walking it. If she spends too much time fixated on Steffy, she may neglect other brewing conflicts within Forrester Creations, ones that could have even greater consequences. What if Steffy isn't the biggest threat at all? Could Hope be looking in the wrong direction while another storm brews just out of sight? Daphne's double game, a seduction and a business deal. Meanwhile, Daphne Rose is playing a dangerous game of her own. She's not in Los Angeles just to work on a fragrance line for Forrester Creations, she has an ulterior motive. Her sights are set on Carter Walton, and while she has certainly managed to catch his attention, he has so far resisted falling completely under her spell. His relationship with Hope remains intact, but for how long? Daphne is no ordinary newcomer. She knows exactly what she's doing, and her charm is proving difficult to ignore. While Carter is doing his best to maintain his professionalism, the chemistry between them is undeniable. Will he be able to stay loyal to Hope, or will Daphne eventually succeed in breaking down his walls? In a world where ambition and attraction often collide, Daphne's game could go either way. If she succeeds in luring Carter into her web, the ripple effects will be catastrophic, not just for Hope, but for the balance of power at Forrester Creations. But if Carter resists, Daphne may need to shift tactics and find another angle to pursue her goal. Could she align herself with Steffy in a mutually beneficial arrangement? Or is she playing both sides, waiting to see who holds the real power before making her move? Zende and Daphne, a new connection forms. Adding yet another layer of intrigue, Daphne is also getting acquainted with Zende Forrester. With his own ambitions and interests at stake, Zende's involvement with Daphne could introduce an entirely new set of complications. If their connection deepens, will it cause friction within Forrester Creations? Could he become an unexpected obstacle in Steffy's or Hope's plans? Zende has always been an unpredictable force within the Forrester family, and his choices often reflect his personal ambitions rather than family loyalty. If Daphne manages to capture his interest, the consequences could be far-reaching. Zende is not just another player in this game, he has the potential to tip the scales in favor of one side or the other. But the real question remains, will Daphne's relationship with Zende serve her greater agenda, or is she genuinely drawn to him? With all these intersecting storylines, the tension at Forrester Creations is reaching a breaking point. Power plays, secret agendas, and personal betrayals are about to take center stage. Daphne's presence has added an unpredictable element, and everyone seems to be underestimating her potential to disrupt the status quo. Will she be the key to reshaping Forrester Creations, or will she be consumed by the very power struggle she is trying to manipulate? The final countdown, what comes next? The battle lines are being drawn, and the players are making their moves. Steffy is determined to regain control, Hope is fighting to hold on to her power, Daphne is weaving her web of seduction, and Zende's loyalties remain uncertain. As these rivalries reach their boiling point, no one is safe from the consequences.